Hello Gunners, and welcome back once again to Arsenal Stage News, your trusted source for everything happening in and around the Emirates. This is the home of the latest Arsenal updates, exclusive behind-the-scenes drama, breaking news, and in-depth analysis of the stories that matter most to fans. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a single update, especially during what has been a whirlwind transfer window. Things are moving at lightning speed, and Arsenal are right at the center of it all. We begin with one of the biggest talking points surrounding the team at the moment, the future of Gabriel Martinelli. Once regarded as one of Mikel Arteta's untouchable starters, the Brazilian winger is now facing a fresh wave of uncertainty. Following a summer of intense squad reshaping, Martinelli suddenly finds himself battling for minutes in a side that has been strengthened in key attacking areas. The 23-year-old, who started 25 Premier League matches last season and delivered his second most productive campaign in an Arsenal shirt, is no longer guaranteed his place. Despite his contributions, Arteta has once again dipped into the market, seeking not only to boost creativity but also to increase competition on the flanks. The most notable arrival has been Ibaraki from Crystal Palace in a deal worth £60 million. The dynamic playmaker, who dazzled in the Premier League last season, has quickly been identified as a central figure in Arteta's evolving tactical system. With Bukayo Saka sidelined through injury, Noni Madueke, another summer addition, is expected to cover the right wing, which in turn leaves ease free to slide directly into Martinelli's preferred left-sided role when Arsenal travel to Anfield this weekend. Adding further pressure, Leandro Trossard, fresh from signing a new contract, remains a trusted option and has impressed off the bench, including in the recent 5-0 win over Leeds. Even though Arsenal have started their league campaign strongly, scoring 7 goals in their opening 2 matches, 3 of those strikes have come from set pieces. That statistic highlights an ongoing need to sharpen their attacking edge in open play, and Arteta's recent recruitment reflects a clear push to diversify sources of creativity and goal threat. For Martinelli, this spells added pressure, with critics already pointing to inconsistency in his form. Rumors of interest from Saudi Arabian clubs have circulated throughout 2025, though Arsenal sources have been quick to stress that the winger remains firmly in their long-term plans. There is no intention to cash in on a player of Martinelli's quality, but the real question is how much game time he will realistically see this season. With ease expected to slot straight in, Martinelli could see his minutes reduced from the 2,200 he played last term. Sunday's clash against Liverpool may provide the clearest answer yet as to where he currently stands in Arteta's hierarchy. If overlooked once again in favor of the new arrivals, it would mark a significant shift for a player who was one of the first names on the team sheet just a year ago. Away from Martinelli's situation, Arsenal's transfer dealings remain a major talking point as the window heads toward its dramatic conclusion. Reports suggest Crystal Palace are deep in negotiations with the Gunners over a £15 million move for Reiss Nelson. The academy graduate has struggled to secure consistent minutes under Arteta and could now be set for a fresh start at Selhurst Park. Palace view him as a valuable addition to bolster their attacking options, while Arsenal see the move as a way to free up squad space and generate funds for further reinforcements. Meanwhile, Jakub Kiwior is also edging closer to the exit door. Signed from Spezia in 2023, the Polish defender has seen his opportunities limited at Arsenal, and Porto are believed to be close to finalizing a loan deal that includes an obligation to buy. Such a move would provide Kiwior with much-needed regular football while giving Arsenal flexibility to focus on other defensive options. In injury news, Arsenal have confirmed that Kai Havertz has undergone successful surgery on the knee injury he picked up in the season opener against Manchester United. While no exact return date has been set, the club described the procedure as a success and remain optimistic about a quicker-than-expected recovery. Nonetheless, his absence is a setback for Arteta, who had been eager to integrate the versatile German into his tactical plans for the new campaign. Attention is also turning to Europe, as Arsenal prepare for a new-look Champions League group stage under UEFA's revamped format. Fans are eagerly anticipating the chance to see their side take on some of Europe's top clubs. With expectations rising after last season's strong domestic showing, Arteta knows that making a fast start in Europe will be key to sustaining momentum across all competitions. Domestically, the Gunners now face one of their sternest early season tests with a daunting trip to Anfield to face Liverpool. Despite a strong start that has seen Arsenal win their first 2 matches, injuries are beginning to bite. Bukayo Saka is set to miss several weeks with a hamstring problem, while captain Martin Odegaard remains a doubt after picking up a painful shoulder injury against Leeds. Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Alexander Zinchenko, and Ben White are also sidelined, forcing Arteta to dig deep into the squad. Fortunately, this summer's transfer activity has provided depth, and one player in particular could be set to make an immediate impact. Ibaraki, Arsenal's big-money summer signing, trained with his new teammates for the first time this weekend, could be handed his debut at Anfield. Slotting him into Odegaard's creative role would give Arsenal a fresh spark in attack while allowing the Norwegian captain time to recover. On the wings, Saka's absence opens the door for Noni Madueke to switch flanks, with youngster Max Daumann also an option from the bench. Gabriel Martinelli, despite uncertainty over his role, could be key against Liverpool thanks to his pace and history of strong performances in this fixture. Up front, Victor Gyökeres has settled quickly since his arrival and will continue to lead the line, while the defense is expected to remain unchanged with Raya in goal behind a backline of Timber, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Calafiori. Declan Rice, who looked much sharper in the last match, is set to partner Zubimendi in midfield to provide balance and control. Sitting top of the Premier League table, Arsenal know that victory at Anfield would not only extend their perfect start but also send an early psychological message to their title rivals. Beyond the immediate challenges, Arsenal remain busy in the market. Reports from Germany suggest that the club are preparing a bid for Bayer Leverkusen defender Piero Hincapié. At just 22 years old, the Ecuadorian has emerged as one of the Bundesliga's standout young center-backs, valued for his composure on the ball and defensive intelligence. He has already agreed personal terms with Arsenal, and a bid appears imminent. There is also ongoing speculation linking Arsenal with Real Madrid's Rodrigo, though any move would be complex given Madrid's recent high-profile arrivals. Still, the interest highlights Arsenal's ambition to add further star power. As things stand, the final days of the transfer window promise to be dramatic for the Gunners. Between potential outgoings such as Nelson and Kiwior, major incomings like Hincapié, and the lingering possibility of a blockbuster move for Rodrigo, Arsenal's squad could yet undergo significant transformation before the deadline. Legendary former Gunner Lauren has also weighed in ahead of the Liverpool clash, suggesting that Newcastle striker Alexander Isak's transfer saga could serve as a distraction for Jurgen Klopp's men. Lauren believes Arsenal must capitalize on this and aim for 3 points, building on their excellent early momentum. Finally, fans have been buzzing after seeing Ibaraki in training for the first time as an Arsenal player. The £60 million signing expressed his hunger to win trophies and his determination to bring joy to supporters, making clear that he has joined to fight for silverware. With Arsenal aiming to end their Anfield hoodoo, having not won a league match there since 2012, could be thrust straight into the spotlight in one of the toughest debuts imaginable. The stage is set for a defining period in Arsenal's season, both on and off the pitch. Between the transfer dealings, injury challenges, and high-stakes fixtures, the coming weeks will shape the direction of the 2025-26 campaign and reveal whether Mikel Arteta's side are ready to take the next step toward genuine title contention. Speculation has even linked Martinelli with a potential move to Saudi Arabia, with lucrative offers said to be on the table. But Arsenal insiders insist he remains a central figure in the club's long-term plans. The concern is not about whether the club values him, but rather how much he will actually play this season with so much competition. Last year, he clocked over 2,200 minutes in the league, but if Eze continues to shine, Martinelli's playing time could be drastically reduced. Sunday's clash with Liverpool may well give us the clearest indication yet of where he stands. If he is again overlooked, it would represent a major shift from just 12 months ago.